strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Hey everybody, it is Bulldog here, and I want to give you guys a very quick update on my bounty hunter counter against Ray. So, those of you who follow me on Twitter, Discord, wherever, if you don't, you should, you've probably seen me hyping up a bounty hunter team that I thought could beat Ray. And I said I thought they could maybe even beat Ray with the Mandalorian only at 3 stars. And I was super excited about this. I really thought I could get it done, but I have been thwarted by a bug. And I want to kind of talk about that real quick because it's actually relevant to other things as well. And I've just had so many people asking me, what's going on with this team? You hyped it up. Where's it at? Come on, we want to see it. And here's what we're looking at real quick. So Jango, we're using a Jango leader. I was attempting to use a Jango lead, and we have to get the contract off quick. Absolutely have to. The contract is damage a debuffed enemy 20 times. And I really thought we could get this off very quickly. But I'm running into an issue right here. And that is, so Jango's AoE says inflict burning for 3 turns, then deal physical damage to all enemies. So burning first, then physical damage. So this should trigger the contract. We're damaging a debuffed enemy. And I absolutely thought that it did. And honestly, I've been working with Jango leads since basically Jango came out almost. On my original count, I used to use him in Grand Arena. I can't believe I never actually noticed that this doesn't count to the contract. I'm usually very good at noticing this type of thing, but I just came across it now, and I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working. So we know that the order of operations there is correct. Burning is applied first, and then physical damage is applied. And we know this because the burning also stops turn meter gain. And if you would run this against, let's say, a Rex team, for an easy example, and you use that AoE, as long as the burning is not resisted, even if the damage is a critical hit, it will not trigger the turn meter gain. So we know the order of operations there is right, but for some reason it doesn't work on the contract. Apparently, it only counts if they were debuffed at the start of an attack, even though it does not say that. I'll click on the leader ability, it does not say anything about it. It just says damage a debuffed enemy. So it's not working. Let me get in here real quick to, let's find a video. Here we go. So I'll show you real quick. So we've got, and ignore a lot of the other stuff going on here, but 3 inflict burn 3 times did damage. It should be a 15% towards the contract, but look at the bottom, 0%. 0% towards the contract there. It's still 0%. And I'm going to play that back for you again one more time because it's so quick, and you can see it again so you know a little bit what you're looking for. We get the AoE here. It inflicts burn 3 times first. We get some resist. That's okay. It should have damaged them 3 times. Or it did damage them 3 times, but it should have counted towards the contract 3 times, and it didn't. And that is a huge problem because I have to get that contract off very fast. And again, ignore, yeah, we've got Fiera with Malik, and the turn order is kind of weird here in different situations. This is early testing, so don't try to overthink the turn order that I've got here and try to decipher the counter that I had planned. I'm not going to go into it because right now it's not working, and if they get the bug fixed, I'll do it later. But let me show one more squad here real quick. This is, again, the turn order is all messed up and everything, but we get burned 5 times. L3 dispels it, but you still get the burn and then the damage 5 times. But if you look down there, that's still 0%. It is not triggering the contract, and that's making me want to throw my phone against the wall because I spent all this time theory crafting, developing everything down to a T, have the turn order all planned out perfect, and it's just not working because the game doesn't work the way it says it will. Okay, all right. So yeah, and this doesn't apply just against Ray teams. A lot of people use the Jango lead for bounty hunters, and at one point on my old account, I had everything planned out exactly as far as turn order and when the contract would be triggered and everything. And I used to set that team on defense, and it got a lot of holds, really. And I thought it was because I had things planned so precisely, and it turns out that I was actually doing nothing there because it wasn't counting the way I expected. So, anyways, that's what's going on there. A huge shout out, by the way, to Darth Kraken and Zoe Fett. Make sure I got those names right. Yeah, Zoe Fett and Darth Kraken. Those were the two. That footage come from. Excuse me. That's where that footage came from, and I really appreciate you two helping me out, getting me this data that was going to help us take down Ray, but that is why it's not, because it is bugged. But I still do appreciate the help and all the energy you guys have put into getting those mods on there a certain way, and doing everything, and really getting that data. So I'm always I always feel so bad when I have people help me out and then it doesn't work. At least this time I can say it's not me, it's the game. And like, it's all the game's fault. Well, I don't know if it would have worked anyways, but I don't know. I submitted a bug on EA Answers, so if those of you who have an account there, go there and comment on it or upvote it or whatever. Let's get it some attention. So maybe it'll get fixed. 90% of the bugs that I submit there don't get fixed. Well, 90% of the bugs that I submit there, I can't even get through the freaking website to work right, so they don't even see it in the first place. But then the ones that go through, most of those never get fixed. So I'm not optimistic that it will happen. But my one hope is that because this is attached to some of their shiny new toys, Grief, The Mandalorian, and who knows where that whole sequence is going to go. A Jango lead is going to be a very common use there. So maybe they will want to fix that, because yeah, you don't mess with the shiny new toys. Those are the one things that can't be bugged, right? Especially when people are paying for it and it's not working as well as they expected, because then that leads to things like refunds and all sorts of things. So maybe that's my one hope. Maybe it'll get fixed. My expectation is, well, if I was betting, I would say, number one, nothing happens whatsoever and it just remains bugged. Number two, they change the description. That would be my second prediction, is they change the description to say something like, when the enemy is debuffed at the start of the attack or something, because I think that's how it's actually coded, apparently, is at the start of the attack. It just doesn't say that on the description. So how would we know unless we're going in there reading? It's not even an easy mechanic to read. So it's very frustrating. But that's my one hope, is that because it's attached to a shiny new toy, that maybe it could get fixed. But we'll see. If it gets fixed, I'll get back on to working on this and see if we can't get Ray beat. But actually, I'm going to keep working on it anyways, because bounty hunters are so fun, and there are so many options. You've got all the different leads, all the different contracts. There's so many different ways you can play them. It's a theory crafter's heaven. I absolutely love how they designed all these characters, and I'm so close to just completely going sideways on my account and saying, screw Kylo, screw gas. Let's just go get all the bounty hunters, because they're going to be so much fun to play in Grand Arena, and I can mix and match them however I want based on the opponents, and I can do a lot of different things with them, and they're quicker to get than Rey or Kylo or those all those crazy characters. So it'd still be expensive to get them and take them up to Relic 7, but I honestly am very close to just deciding to do that. But I gotta stay focused. I'm so bad at staying focused on my account. So right now I'm not doing that. But bounty hunters are so much fun, and I'm getting way off track here. So yeah, my videos always end up being 3 times as long as I anticipate. So anyways, that's about all I have. I will avoid rambling on any longer. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys around. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Yeah. That's all I got. Bye.